us high, and welcome to the Dark Knight Conspiracies, episode 98. Let's get ready to rumble! Well, I couldn't wait till the weekend. I have to get this one out there while it's still fresh because it's heating up in a big way. So let's not waste any time and let's get into it. So on Monday, we get the leak. And right away I saw this as like first thing Tuesday morning at like 6 o'clock. Even though this happened at like around 8:30, and you know, 10 years ago, it probably would have taken me some time, but it's like right away. I can pick up on these things, and I'll give you some pointers. I don't know if many of you are on at this point in your discernment, but right away you start asking yourself questions. What, why, who benefits? So right away, three things come to mind. Actually, probably more than that, but right away when I saw this, first thing I said, boom, narrative change. 2, what are they trying to keep from being reporting? 3, who benefits? So the first aspect I got was, okay, 2,000 Mules premiered on Monday night. They probably didn't want the press talking about that again. You know, the whole fraud stuff. And for all you people that think something's going to happen, I'll be the first one to apologize, but they've been dragging and dragging. I mean, come on, we're getting close to almost 2 years now, and yeah, we see it, but nothing's going to get done. Nothing's going to get done, in my opinion. It don't take this long. But I digress. So that was one aspect. And then the second thing was, well, you know, inflation's getting a lot of attention. Food prices getting a lot of attention. Ukraine is falling apart. I mean, shit, that's been constant on TV for going on 2 months now. They're not winning with that. Third, they need a ballot issue. They've got no ballot issues coming up for the midterms. They got nothing to run on. So now this gives them something to run on. Fourth, primaries are starting. Had the big one in Ohio yesterday. Nobody wants to talk about it. Orange Man romped 22-0 on endorsements. And I just want to caution people, do your own research. Look, I'm not dogging the whole movement. Yes, we need to take our country back. We need to do it lawfully, peacefully, in the right way. I just caution people, do your research. You can't get... This is the trap we got into all these years of listening to what somebody says, and that's what I'm going to do. So, all I'm saying is, look, he can go out there and endorse whoever he wants to, that's fine. I'll take it under advisement, is my approach. I'll do my research on the candidate. And quite frankly, given the people that, and I know all the theories out there, but his track record of people he surrounded himself on isn't too good. And I know he didn't have a lot of choice in some of the matters, but some of the stuff he did. So I still give a pass, but I still have a lot of questions that need answering. So I'll give the benefit of the doubt. So now let's get into a leak. So after investigating for almost 2 days now, almost immediately people were out there Monday night, already had signs printed up. I mean, 15,000, they're estimating 15,000 people yesterday were at, the Supreme Court House, and first thing, in the wee hours of, Tuesday morning, they had already fenced it all off and everything. And, of course, all the usual suspects on the left already had their speeches ready, tweets flying. They had this weeks ago, folks. Come on. Now, who does this benefit? Well, some would say it benefits the left, some would say it benefits the right. Personally, I think it benefits the right more than the left, because I think this is going to backfire on them. Going into the midterms, this is like 8 or 9 on the list of what the people care about. So they're trying to ramp up the crowd. The last time I saw stuff like this, I think it was called an insurrection. I could be wrong, but I digress. They're going to lose on this. Just because people care about the economy, people care about the border, people care about inflation. Yes, people do care about this, and by the way, I think it's another sign God's winning. But let's get into the leak. Oh, we're going to find out who it is. Okay, first off, nothing's going to happen to the person. Secondly, here's where I stand on this. They're saying it was a law clerk. They're saying it came from a certain justice, who I won't mention because I can't vet it. It's all suspicion, right? But here's my opinion on the thing, and I'll give you my reasons. One, my first response is, this wasn't leaked, this was stolen. Now, what do you mean by stolen? What I mean by stolen, let's think back. Everybody's out there saying, oh, this is the first time in history this has happened. No. All you got to do is go a couple months back. Remember the leak about Justice Breyer retiring? Who did that? Some would say it's the same individual, or, like everything else, are the phones, computer systems, are they all compromised? All the justices compromised? Was this hacked? That's my first instinct. Second would be, okay, it's an individual, and quite possibly an actual justice. It's quite possible. Again, it's possible. Maybe not probable. Maybe Justice Breyer is a little pissed off that his retirement was leaked. Now, some would say it wasn't actually a leak, it was a forced resignation or retirement, whatever you want to call it. And then I guess, again, third would be an individual. which again, everybody's saying, you gotta throw the book, gotta throw the book. Nothing's gonna happen to this person. Remember who's in charge here, right? So now they've got a ballot issue. Well, they also, got something else going on, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but I just want to show some things here. So we get our favorite Pocahontas, and I want to play this clip, and forgive me if I interrupt, because it's hard not to. You go, Pocahontas.
Because an extremist United States Supreme Court thinks that they can impose their extremist views on all of the women of this country, and they are wrong. Yes!
Extremist views? Wait a minute, women?
Because we have reached the culmination.
Wait a minute, now all of a sudden we can define a woman?
Have been fighting for, angling for decades now, and we are going to fight back.
Yeah, good luck with that one, Pocahontas.
Because of who will pay the price for this. It will not be wealthy women. Wealthy women can get on an airplane. They can fly to another state. They can fly to another country. They can get the protection they need. This will fall on the poorest women in our country. This will fall on the young women who have been abused, who are victims of incest. This will fall on those who have been raped. This will fall on mothers who are already struggling to work 3 jobs to be able to support the children they have. Well, I am here.
Okay. Stop right there. Okay, all you mothers that are working 3 jobs out there to support the kids you have, let me give you some advice. Keep your pants on and your legs closed. Then you're not in that situation. Stop having kids you can't afford. Isn't that what birth control's for? Forgive me, Lord, I know. But these comments are just stupid. I'm calling it out as it is. I mean, common sense. And again, this goes back to, I get more welfare if I have more kids. I digress. I gotta be careful here. And again, Kamala just got out of COVID camp. How dare they tell a woman what she can do with her own body? What happened with everybody's got to wear masks and stay 6 feet apart and get the thing? What happened to my choice, my body? Oh, all of a sudden it's relevant again? It's okay for this topic, but not for that one? And again, a couple weeks ago, we couldn't define what a woman was. Now we can. Whoa, praise the Lord Jesus Christ. Now we have a definition of woman for maybe the next 2 weeks until we decide to change it. Oh, Brandon's out there today. MAGA extreme ideology. We've gotten the Ministry of Truth, which last time I checked, only dictators use that. Only communist-controlled nations use that type of stuff. I mean, I hope people are just waking up. I really do. I've said this before. I'm not doing this for me. I just hope I'm reaching somebody and changing somebody's mind, and not even changing somebody's mind. Just get them to open thinking. I could care less. You have your own beliefs, but man, the people that are out there talking this crap and believing in it is mind-boggling to me. It's just mind-boggling. I still see people in masks. I just cringe. And after the initial anger hits, it's sympathy. I feel sorry for these people. So get ready. It's kitchen sink time. And this is what I was talking about. You know, this guy, remember, he voted for Hillary in 2016. Everybody's got a right to change their mind. But this is what I mean about taking somebody's word for it. Just like, do your research into Dr. Oz, folks. The Wizard of Oz. See what you come up with. Like I said, thank you, Mr. President. I'll take it under advisement. That's my take. So we had the old fun correspondence dinner. Lo and behold, nobody's wearing masks and everything. Everybody's having a good old time. Everybody's coming down with COVID now again. You had another official, Pentagon official, I think it's the Secretary of State, came down with it today. Again, they're building it all up, folks. They got something planned for us. It's just a question of what, when, how, and can they pull it off. We'll see. We'll see if the American people are just going to keep putting up with this crap. And again, what nobody's paying attention to coincide with that, I keep seeing stories with these lockdowns, and again, I gotta say, use the 10% rule. 90% of them are probably fake news, and there's probably 10% of truth in some of this stuff, but something's definitely going on there. I showed you how the ports are all backed up. They're not doing anything, which leads to this. We saw some more processing plants catch fire. What a coincidinky. Now they're coming out. Again, Satan has one weakness. He has to tell us what he's going to do before he's allowed to do it. So for all you people that say, well, who's calling the shots in this country? Is it Biden? No. Is it Obama in the basement? Maybe. He's a liaison. Here's your people. And again, there's so much information on this. The IMF, the Central Bank of Central Banks. The WEF by our good buddy Santa Claus Schwab. The World Economic Forum. They're telling us, flat out telling us, there's going to be a food shortage. And of course you get the UN, the Rockefeller Foundation, the usual suspects. Time and time again. This is what Russia is fighting against. Again, is Putin a bad person? Absolutely. But you know what? He's taking them head on. Sometimes you have to support the enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Theory. So it's only Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see what else they got planned. Tomorrow is the National Day of Prayer. I hope everybody takes advantage of it, because believe it or not, there is strength in numbers. And what upsets me about this whole watching these comments from the left, and the part that they don't get and the part that we don't get when it comes to this abortion. The one thing Jesus cares about the most is the children. And when people start thinking it's more than just the little ones in our world, the adults are also his children. It's time to take our stand. We need to verbally fight back against all this. We need to show them we have the numbers. They don't. So my guess is, because we saw it in LA, you're starting to see our friends from last summer and the summers before that and the summers before that. And again, I believe this is going to be the issue. This is going to be the battle cry to where we have another summer of love and billions of dollars in damage. This time, I don't think it's going to go well for him. Just my prediction. So, my only response to that is bring it. It's time to get this show on the road. Something's got to give here. We've, again, peacefully, verbally, the truth is the best weapon in the world. The most powerful weapon in the world. And the more of us that start speaking it, the more of them are going to go hide in their closets. So as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay vigilant, keep your faith, be prepared. May the force be with you. And Epstein didn't kill himself. Baba Booey! Zebra 3, take us home.